Hey everyone! Today we're going to talk about the screwdriver. Now, there are many different kinds of screwdrivers out there, but we're going to focus on the 5 most common. They are flathead, Phillips, hex head, Torx, and square head. The first style of screwdriver is the flathead or slotted. Once the most popular style of screwdriver, these screwdrivers had a chisel-shaped blade which spans the width of the screw head. Here you can see it comes in many different sizes. We have a large one, I have a small one here, and then I have a miniature set actually. And this miniature set has flathead and Phillips as well. And the cool thing about this is, if you're working with a small screw, the way this is set up is this top part will actually spin. And the way you hold this is you take this spinny part and you put it into your palm like this, and then you reach around with your fingertips and then you put it into the screw, and then while pushing pressure with your palm you can screw and loosen or tighten that flathead screw. The same works for these as well. You want to take your palm, you want to push it up against the back of the handle, and then bring your fingertips around into this grooved part. And then once you put it into the screw head, pushing down with the screwdriver, you can twist with your fingertips to either tighten or loosen that screw. These flatheads or slotteds were most widely used up until about the mid-1900s. The screwdriver head can easily slip out of the slot of a screw head when there's a lot of pressure applied. These nowadays are mainly used for sheet metal applications. The second style of screwdriver is the Phillips or the crosshead. It was invented by Henry Phillips in 1933, and this screwdriver looks a lot like a plus sign. So if you look right down in the end, it's actually a plus. It is the most common style of screwdriver head on the market. This style will reduce the screwdriver head from slipping out of the screw when turning. And the Phillips style bit, these are used in wood screws, deck screws, IKEA furniture, and electrical connections, to name a few. The third style of screw head is the hex head or the hex key. This 6-sided head style is most commonly found in toy, gear, furniture, and power tool assembly. The head opening is a hexagon. Although there are hex head screwdrivers on the market, like this one, the most widely used style is called the Allen wrench. So this is an Allen wrench right here. It looks like the letter L. It comes in a set like this. On one side, on this particular set, it is in US customary, which means it's in inches and fractions of inches. This one is metric, which is measured in millimeters. So depending on if you're using them for a project that was made in the USA, you would need this side, or if you're using something that maybe was made in China, you would need tools coming from this side. So this is the Allen wrench. As you can see, it is a hex-sided key on either end, and you can use whatever end that you need to. So if my fingers were the screw, you would insert it like this, and then you would rotate. Or if you want more torque to tighten or loosen a little bit easier, you can use the short end, insert it into the screw, and rotate it around. Also, this is advantageous if you need to get into tight spaces and you don't have the flexibility to move this all the way around. You can insert it like this to get in tighter places. So again, the hex head or the hex key. The fourth style is called a Torx or a star bit. This 6-pointed star is commonly found in decking and construction screws. As you can see right here in this bit, it has 6 points. This will provide incredible high torque tolerances, which means you can really tighten the screws down without the fear of the screwdriver slipping off of the screw head. The fifth style is called the Robertson or the square head. This four-sided head is usually found in specialty screws like narrow trim screws or pocket hole screws used in wood joinery. The square style head also yields high torque tolerances and prevents screws from being stripped. Now, these smaller bits are designed to be used in a screw driving bit holder like these, and I have two different sizes. I have a large and I have a smaller one. And what this does is you take these bits, and they're interchangeable, and they're all in a standard size, and they fit in here like this, and they stay in place with a magnet. Now, the cool thing about this is it has a slidable collar that will actually slide over top. And what this does is it acts as two different things. One, when you put this in a screw gun and it starts to spin, you have a place to hold your fingers and hold this in place. The second is, let's say there was a screw attached to here. The collar will actually slide over top of the head of the screw and prevent the screw and the screwdriver head from coming apart. This back end is keyed so it would fit into a screw gun like this. So real simply, you just slide it in like that, pull the collar and push it in, and then pull the trigger, and you can tighten or you can loosen. Another option are these compact driver sets. They're multi-head, and you can see how quite convenient it is to have a whole bunch of different options that you can put in here. And typically on the back of these, you can open this up and you can store other heads in place. This is great for throwing into your car in case of emergency. They're lightweight and they're very handy.